Speaking
Hmm.
of stress, losses, Antonio Pierce is feeling that, right? So 10 straight loss for him as interim coach with the Raiders. People talking about things spiraling. Him saying that we need a break and we need a prayer. You know what I mean? What do you think that's saying in terms of his future as head coach with that organization?
Any team that's sitting at this point right now with under 5 wins, they're at risk for not just the coaches, but everybody getting shipped out of town. The NFL stands for not for long. Everybody knows that. And that goes for any organization, whether you're winning or losing. And even when you win, the turnover is still, at a high compared to any other professional league. When you're losing, though, like, who knows who's going to get clipped, and it could be Pierce. Was he the sole reason that they lost 10 straight? Absolutely not. But somebody has to take the blame, especially when they start asking questions.
Yeah,
And, nobody takes more to heed than the head coach and the quarterback, right?
yeah,
Quarterback situation for them hasn't been steady. They've been having a rocky situation. So it's like, do you hang on with this young head coach because he's only in the middle of his second year or towards the end of his second year as a head coach, as a first time head coach? And no, hold on, this is his first year.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because he
First
was
year
interim. He was
interim.
interim last year. He was
Yeah,
interim last year when McDaniels got fired. So this is his first season as the head coach. So it's like he's still a young head coach. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I've had conversations, in regards to like the Giants coaching staff and stuff. And it's like, you allow these rookies to come in, the players, right? And you say, "Oh, he's a rookie. He's bound to make some mistakes. He has to learn how to be a pro." What about the coaches? What about first-time head coaches? This is
yeah,
the first time they're doing this. They need to learn. And how do you learn? You got to make mistakes, right? We talked about this before,
yeah,
right? So, eh, you know, do they move on from him? Why? Why so fast?
yeah,
Why are you going to move on from him after 1 year?
yeah,
Like, I understand that it's not looking good, but it's not one person that takes the blame for that. So maybe give him another chance because they're going to get a quarterback, right? They're going to get Shador, they're going to get Cam, or they get one of those top quarterbacks. It's between them and the Giants, between those two quarterbacks, who's going to get who. And can he change it around? Possibly. Can he start building his own culture if you have the right quarterback? You look at the Commanders and what they're doing, right? They've been kind of a bottom feeder type of team. Now they've boosted themselves to at least the middle of the pack, vying for a playoff, a
yeah,
playoff spot. Probably not going to get it this year, but at least they're in contention because they have a good quarterback and they got a solid culture that I don't think existed before Jaden Daniels got there.
yeah,
Culture only exists when you win, Jose. That's
yeah.
the only way culture exists.